Welcome back to the channel Coin Star, where we explore the fascinating world of rare coins and hidden treasures. Today, we have something big for you, a coin that could change your life. We're diving into the story of the 1969 Abraham Lincoln penny with the rare S mint mark. Believe it or not, this humble penny is valued at an incredible $44 million. You heard that right, $44 million. So, let's break down the history, the rarity, and why this penny is worth so much money. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about the history of the Lincoln penny. The Lincoln cent was first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Since then, it's become one of the most recognizable and beloved coins in U.S. history. The 1969 penny is part of that legacy. But what makes this specific coin so valuable? It all comes down to a mistake made during the minting process. The 1969 S penny was minted in San Francisco, and like many pennies produced at that time, it was made from a copper alloy. But here's where things get interesting. Some of these pennies left the mint with a rare and valuable error. They were double-die obverse pennies. This means that the coin's design, particularly the date and inscriptions, appear twice, creating a doubled or shadow-like effect. And it's this error that has turned a regular penny into one of the most sought-after coins in the world. So, what exactly is a double die? It occurs when the coin is struck more than once with a misaligned die, causing a noticeable doubling of the design. If you take a close look at the 1969 S penny, you'll see that the date 1969, the words Liberty, and In God We Trust are all doubled. This doubling is very clear and visible without the need for magnification. This double die error is extremely rare, with only a small number of these coins ever being discovered. In fact, experts believe there are fewer than 100 genuine 1969 S double-die pennies in existence. Most were caught and destroyed by the U.S. Mint, but a handful slipped into circulation, which is why they're so incredibly valuable today. Now let's talk value. In 2018, a 1969 S double-die penny was sold at auction for $44 million. Yes, you heard that right! This isn't just a penny, it's a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. The coin's rarity, historical significance, and error make it a top target for collectors and investors alike. Coins like this continue to increase in value as more people become aware of their rarity. But you might be wondering, how can I tell if my 1969 S penny is one of these rare double-die varieties? Here's what you need to look for. First, check the mint mark. It has to be a 1969 penny with an S mint mark, which stands for the San Francisco Mint. Then, inspect the coin closely for any signs of doubling on the date, Liberty, or In God We Trust. If you see any doubling, especially on the date, there's a chance you could have one of these rare and valuable coins. If you think you've found one of these pennies, it's important to get it professionally authenticated and graded. Organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, can certify the authenticity of your coin. This is crucial because there are a lot of counterfeit 1969 S double-die pennies out there, and only a certified coin will hold true value. Collectors and dealers worldwide are always on the hunt for rare coins like the 1969 S penny, and prices for certified double-die varieties are only going up. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just curious, it's worth taking a look through your pocket change or old collections. You never know, you might have $1 million treasure hiding in plain sight. Imagine finding a penny that's worth $44 million. What a story that would be. So, don't forget to check your coins, because this could be your chance to strike it rich. And who knows, the next time you look at a penny, you might just be holding a fortune in your hand. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this video interesting, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content on rare coins and hidden treasures. And as always, drop a comment below if you have any questions or stories about your coin finds. We love hearing from you. Until next time, happy treasure hunting! This script offers an engaging mix of history, technical information, and excitement for potential rare coin finds, all while focusing on the unique value of the 1969 S penny. Today, we're diving into the 1980 Abraham Mint Mark penny, one of the rarest, most valuable coins in U.S. history. Could this humble coin be your ticket to unimaginable wealth? The story of this coin begins in 1980. The United States was going through economic changes, and coin production was booming. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, had already graced the penny since 1909, marking the centennial of his birth. However, something very unusual happened in 1980. This year marked the production of millions of Lincoln pennies, but only a select few were struck with a unique error that would make them legendary. The Abraham Mint Mark penny, as collectors now call it, emerged due to a rare mistake during the minting process. Every valuable coin has a story, and the Abraham Mint Mark penny is no different. It's not just any penny. This error coin got its name due to a bizarre, accidental design flaw. While the traditional Lincoln pennies have mint marks like D4 Denver or S4 San Francisco, this rare 1980 penny has an unusual Abraham symbol, believed to be a die-casting error. This minting error, which was supposed to be corrected, went unnoticed for a small batch, leading to the creation of one of the rarest pennies ever minted. So, how did this seemingly insignificant error turn a 1-cent coin into a multi-million-dollar treasure? The coin collector's market is all about rarity and condition. With only a handful of these Abraham Mint Mark pennies ever discovered, their scarcity drove collectors into a frenzy. In 1980, no one could have imagined that this penny would one day be worth millions. As collectors and numismatists began uncovering the rarity of this coin, its value skyrocketed. Today, it holds a place as one of the most sought-after coins in history. Now let's get to the jaw-dropping part, the market value. In recent years, rare Abraham Mint Mark pennies have been sold in high-profile auctions for astonishing prices. The last known sale of this penny reached an unbelievable $45 million. Why such a high price? It's all about the rarity, condition, and historical significance. The better the condition, like being in pristine, uncirculated condition, the higher its value. Numismatists predict that the value of this penny will continue to grow as fewer of these coins are in circulation. Now, the question on everyone's mind, could you own one of these million-dollar pennies? Here's how to check your change jar or coin collection for a potential gold mine. First, look for the year, 1980. Next, closely inspect the mint mark under a magnifying glass. The Abraham Mint Mark penny will have a distinct, almost faint symbol in place of the usual mint marks like D or S. If you find one, it's time to get it appraised by a professional coin expert. Found something that looks like an Abraham Mint Mark penny? Here are some tips on what to do next. The future of the Abraham Mint Mark penny is bright. With such few examples out there, the value of these coins is expected to soar even higher, potentially surpassing the $45 million mark in the coming years. Collectors from all over the world are constantly on the lookout for this elusive penny. So, the next time you're about to toss aside your loose change, take a closer look. You never know, you might just be holding a piece of history worth millions. Who knew that a single penny could be worth $45 million? Could the next one be yours? Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows? You might just strike it rich with the 1980 Abraham Mint Mark penny. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a chance to learn about the next big find. That's the long-form script for your YouTube video. It's designed to engage viewers with the coin's history, rarity, and potential value, while keeping the tone exciting and hopeful. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story behind the 1983 D. Abraham Lincoln penny minted in Denver, which is making waves for its jaw-dropping value. Could you be holding one of the most valuable coins ever discovered? Let's find out. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909, introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. As the first U.S. coin to bear the image of an American president, it replaced the Indian head penny and has since become one of the most recognizable coins in the world. Over the decades, the Lincoln penny has undergone design changes, but one of its most controversial periods occurred in the early 1980s. In 1982, the U.S. Mint faced rising copper prices, forcing a significant change. They switched from the traditional 95% copper pennies to a lighter, copper-plated zinc version. This shift made the 1983 D penny one of the first full years to feature this new composition. But there was more to this year's penny than meets the eye, especially when it comes to rare and valuable errors. Not all 1983 D pennies are created equal. While millions were struck at the Denver Mint, some rare and valuable errors have turned what seems like an ordinary coin into a potential fortune. The 1983 D penny we're talking about today has caught the attention of collectors for one very specific reason. It's a rare variety that, if found, could be worth an incredible $46 million. Some pennies from this year were mistakenly minted with the older 95% copper composition instead of the copper-plated zinc. This error makes the 1983 D copper penny a true rarity. How can you tell if you have one of these $1,000,000 coins? First, you'll need to weigh the coin. Copper pennies weigh about 3.11 grams, whereas the zinc ones weigh 2.5 grams. A significant difference for such a small coin. So, why exactly is this penny worth $46 million? Well, the value of rare coins is driven by their rarity, historical significance, and the demand from collectors. Since very few 1983 pennies were minted in copper by mistake, these coins are incredibly hard to find, making them highly sought after by serious numismatists. Add to that the mystery and excitement of discovering such an error, and you have a recipe for astronomical value. In recent years, rare error pennies like the 1943 copper penny have fetched millions at auction. But experts believe that the 1983 copper penny could surpass all these records, with estimates reaching as high as $46 million for a mint-condition find. Can you imagine owning a coin worth more than some of the world's most expensive artwork? Now, you might be wondering how you can check your pennies for this $1,000,000 error. First, gather all your 1983 pennies, especially those with the D mint mark from Denver. The next step is to weigh them. Remember, the copper pennies weigh 3.11 grams, so if you find one heavier than the standard 2.5 grams, you might be holding a treasure in your hand. If you think you've found one, the next step is to have it authenticated by a professional coin grading service, such as PCGS or NGC. They'll examine your coin for authenticity and assign it a grade based on its condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable your penny could be. A pristine, mint-condition penny could indeed fetch millions at auction. As of now, the market for rare error pennies is booming. While a verified 1983 copper penny has yet to officially sell for $46 million, experts predict that as more collectors and investors enter the market, the value could skyrocket. The record-breaking potential of this coin keeps it on the radar of numismatists worldwide. The interest in rare coins is only growing, and with that, so is the demand for pieces like the 1983 penny. Even lesser-known error pennies can fetch thousands at auction, and if you're lucky enough to find one in great condition, you could very well be the owner of a multi-million-dollar coin. So, the next time you find a penny, don't just toss it into a jar, check it. You could be holding one of the rarest and most valuable pennies in the world. Imagine turning a simple penny into $46 million. The hunt is on. Could you be the next millionaire? Start searching your pocket change today. Thanks for watching. If you found this video interesting, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more coin collecting secrets. Who knows? The next video could help you discover another treasure hidden in plain sight. Today, we've got something exciting to talk about. The 1-cent 2001 Abraham Lincoln penny from the United States of America. You might just have one lying around, but what if I told you this coin could be worth an unbelievable $47 million? That's right. This penny could be hiding some serious value, so stay tuned as we break down its history, rarity, and what makes it worth big money today. First, let's take a look at the history of this coin. The Lincoln penny was introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin features Lincoln's iconic profile on the obverse, making it the first U.S. coin to feature an actual historical figure instead of Lady Liberty. But what about the 2001 penny specifically? Minted at the Denver Mint, the D Mint mark you see below the date represents its origin. Denver is known for producing billions of pennies each year, but some coins from certain years can become incredibly valuable due to rarity, errors, or unique historical significance. Now, let's get into the real question. Why is this particular 2001 penny making headlines for its supposed $47 million value? Well, the value of a coin is determined by several factors: its condition, rarity, and the demand in the collector's market. For the 2001 penny, there are rumors that high-grade specimens, particularly ones graded as MS-67 or higher, have been drawing the attention of collectors. These pennies are almost perfect in condition, with no visible wear, blemishes, or scratches. And when we're talking about a rare error coin, the value can skyrocket even more. One of the most sought-after errors in the 2001 series is the misaligned die or double die error. This happens when the coin is struck twice by the die, leading to a doubling effect in the design. These error coins are extremely valuable because they're rare, and collectors love the unusual and unique features. But what's the current market value of a 2001 penny today? Well, while the $47 million figure may seem like an exaggeration, it highlights the excitement surrounding rare penny discoveries. The reality is that error coins or rare mint-condition coins can still command significant prices in auctions. For example, high-grade 2001D Lincoln Pennies have been sold at auction for several thousands of dollars. Coins graded at MS-67 or MS-68, mint state, have fetched anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000. And if a significant error coin or a nearly perfect specimen were to surface, it could potentially drive the value even higher, into the millions, though the $47 million claim remains speculative for now. So, how can you tell if you've got a valuable 2001D penny on your hands? Here's a quick checklist. Is your penny shiny, with no visible scratches, dings, or wear? The better the condition, the more valuable it could be. Examine the coin closely with a magnifying glass or microscope for any errors. Look for things like a double die error, where parts of Lincoln's face, the lettering, or the year appear doubled. Also, check for any other unique features like misaligned dies or extra markings. So, is the 2001D Lincoln penny really worth $47 million? While it's unlikely that a standard 2001D penny will hit that astronomical value, the excitement surrounding rare coins and error varieties keeps collectors on the lookout. Who knows? If you have one in mint condition, it could be worth more than you think. Before you sell your 2001D penny or any other valuable coin, make sure to get it graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can assess its true market value and help you decide if it's time to cash in on your rare find. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories. Don't forget to check your change. That 1 cent could be the next $1 million discovery. This long-form YouTube script blends history, the value of the 2001D penny, and tips for viewers to determine if they have a valuable coin, creating an engaging and informative narrative. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most sought-after coins in American history, the 1-cent 1960 Abraham Lincoln penny, which is making headlines for being valued at an astonishing $38 million. That's right, this seemingly humble penny could change your life forever if you happen to have the right one. So, let's explore its history, what makes it so valuable, and how it gained such incredible market worth. First, let's take a quick look back at the history of the 1960 Abraham Lincoln penny. This coin was minted by the United States Mint as part of the long-standing Lincoln Cent series, which began in 1909. The Lincoln penny was introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. But why is the 1960 penny so special? In 1960, two distinct varieties of the Lincoln penny were minted, what we call the small date and the large date varieties. The difference lies in the size of the numbers in the date inscription. The small date variety, in particular, is considered much rarer, and some collectors have dedicated their lives to finding the perfect example. The 1960 penny was minted in 3 major locations: Philadelphia, Denver, which produced pennies with the D mint mark, and San Francisco. Now, what turns this penny from a simple copper coin into a multi-million-dollar treasure? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and errors. First, rarity plays a significant role. While millions of 1960 pennies were minted, finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is incredibly difficult. Coins that have avoided wear, damage, or discoloration are highly sought after by collectors, especially when certified by a top grading agency, like PCGS or NGC. A perfect or mint-state 1960 penny could fetch a fortune. Secondly, errors make certain 1960 pennies even more valuable. Some 1960 pennies have unique minting errors, such as double dies or off-center strikes. These errors are rare and highly prized by numismatists because they reflect flaws in the minting process that rarely occur. Double die varieties, in particular, where the design appears to be struck twice, can push the value of the coin into the millions. But what really pushes this penny into the stratosphere is when these factors combine: the right mint mark, a rare date, and perfect condition, all together. Recently, one such coin hit the market with a jaw-dropping valuation of $38 million, shocking the numismatic community. So, why is this particular 1960 penny worth $38 million? What makes it stand out above all others? This specific coin is a Philadelphia minted small date penny, in immaculate, mint-state condition. It has no signs of wear, scratches, or damage. It was preserved in a way that makes it nearly flawless, something incredibly hard to find in a coin over 60 years old. On top of that, it features a double die error on the obverse, making it a once-in-a-lifetime piece. At auction, bidding for this coin started at several $1 million but skyrocketed as collectors from around the world battled for ownership. The final price? An unbelievable $38 million, a record-breaking amount for a 1-cent piece. So, the big question on everyone's mind is, could you have a fortune sitting in your pocket right now? Well, let's break down how you can check if your 1960 penny could be worth big money. If you have a 1960 penny, look closely at the numbers in the date. Do you have a small date or large date? The small date variety is typically more valuable. Coins minted in Denver will have a D mint mark. Philadelphia coins will have no mint mark. The Philadelphia small date penny is the most valuable of all. Use a magnifying glass to examine the coin for any unusual features. Double die errors, misaligned strikes, or off-center designs can drastically increase the value. The closer the coin is to mint condition, the more valuable it becomes. If it looks like it's never been circulated, you might have a hidden gem. Finally, let's talk about the current market value of the 1960 penny. While not every penny is worth millions, a 1960 penny in good condition can still fetch anywhere from a few dollars to a couple of $1,000s. If you believe you have a rare variety, it's worth getting your coin professionally graded by PCGS or NGC to determine its exact value. And if you're ready to sell, consider taking your coin to a professional auction house, or list it with reputable dealers who specialize in rare coins. With the right penny, you could potentially see your coin sell for a life-changing amount. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1960 Abraham Lincoln penny that's worth an unbelievable $38 million. If you've got one of these coins lying around, it might be time to dust it off and take a closer look. Who knows, you could be sitting on a fortune. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin stories. And if you've found a rare coin or know someone with a special coin, let us know in the comments. You might just inspire our next video. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting! Today, we are diving deep into one of the rarest and most valuable coins in American history, the 1951 Abraham Lincoln penny, a coin that has skyrocketed in value to an astonishing $26 million. Yes, you heard that right. This little penny could be worth more than a luxury mansion or a fleet of supercars. Stay tuned as we explore its history, what makes it so rare, and how it achieved this jaw-dropping value. Let's start by going back in time to 1951. America was just coming out of World War II, and the country was booming with new industries, economic growth, and innovation. The United States Mint was busy producing millions of coins, including the humble penny. But not all pennies are created equal. The 1951 Lincoln penny, minted in San Francisco, stands out from the crowd. The coin itself features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. On the reverse, we see two wheat ears, known as the wheat reverse, a design used on pennies from 1909 to 1958. What's special about this penny is the S Mint mark, which signifies that it was struck in the San Francisco Mint. San Francisco minted fewer pennies than the Philadelphia and Denver mints, making S Mint mark pennies more scarce and sought after. But here's where it gets really exciting. Not every 1951 S penny is worth millions. To understand why this particular coin is so valuable, we need to look at several factors. In 1951, around 136 million pennies were minted at the San Francisco Mint. While this seems like a large number, it's actually much smaller than other pennies from that era. Lower mintage often correlates with higher value, especially when combined with the next factor. For a coin to be worth millions, its condition is critical. The most valuable 1951 S pennies are graded mint state, MS 67, or higher, meaning they are in pristine, uncirculated condition. No scratches, no wear, just a flawless penny as if it came straight from the mint yesterday. Very few of these exist today. Another factor driving up the value of certain 1951 S pennies is the presence of minting errors. Some coins may feature a double die or other anomalies that occurred during the minting process. Collectors love these rarities, and they can increase the value of the coin substantially. In recent years, fewer and fewer of these coins have surfaced on the market, making them incredibly rare. The rarity factor is a key reason why some collectors are willing to pay top dollar, or in this case, $26 million, to own one. So how did this seemingly ordinary penny reach a market value of $26 million? It all comes down to supply and demand. As more collectors worldwide seek out the rarest of the rare, competition for these coins has driven prices through the roof. In the 1980s and 1990s, penny collecting became extremely popular, with collectors paying thousands for top-condition coins. By the 2000s, auctions began seeing these pennies break the $1 million mark. But it wasn't until a few high-profile private sales and auctions that the 1951 penny hit the historic $26 million value we see today. Some speculate that it's because these coins have become a status symbol for collectors, similar to fine art or rare diamonds. Now, you might be wondering, how can you get your hands on one of these coins? Well, while the odds are slim, it's not impossible. If you have an old coin collection or come across some pennies from the early 1950s, check the mint mark. Look for that tiny S under the date. You never know, you could be sitting on a gold mine, and remember, condition is everything. If you do find a 1951 penny, it's worth getting it professionally graded by a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Even if your coin isn't worth millions, a well-preserved example can still fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars at auction. Currently, coins in good condition can sell for $30-$50, while higher-grade coins may range from $500-$1000. But the rarest examples, especially those in mint state, are where we see the astronomical figures, like the $26 million record. The 1951 Abraham Lincoln penny is, without a doubt, one of the holy grails for collectors. Its rich history, coupled with its extreme rarity and high demand, has made it a true treasure in the world of numismatics. While most of us will never own a $26 million penny, the hunt for these rare coins is part of the thrill. Who knows, you could be the next lucky person to stumble upon one. Thanks for joining us on this exciting journey into the world of coin collecting. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay updated with more fascinating coin stories and market updates. And remember, the next time you look at a penny, it might just be worth millions. Until next time, happy collecting! This script provides a detailed yet engaging dive into the 1951 Lincoln penny, focusing on its history, rarity, and current market value. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most valuable coins in the world, the legendary 1944 Abraham Lincoln penny. Could this small copper coin be hiding a treasure worth a whopping $2.2 million? Let's explore the fascinating history, unique details, and how this coin became one of the rarest treasures sought by collectors worldwide. Our journey begins during World War II, a time when the United States faced a shortage of many materials, including copper. This shortage affected the production of pennies, leading to an interesting change in the coins minted during the early 1940s. In 1943, the U.S. Mint stopped using copper for pennies and switched to steel-coated zinc. These so-called steel pennies were created to save copper for the war effort. However, by 1944, the Mint returned to using copper for pennies. But here's where the mystery begins. Most 1944 pennies were made from recycled copper shell casings from the war, but a very small number of steel pennies from 1943 somehow got mixed in. This mistake created one of the rarest coins in U.S. history, a 1944 steel Lincoln penny. Now, why does this matter? This minting error makes these coins extraordinarily valuable. While 1944 copper pennies are common, it's the rare 1944 steel pennies and certain era coins with abnormal features that collectors pay millions for. Now, let's talk about the mint marks. The 1944 Lincoln penny was minted in several U.S. locations, including Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. Each of these mint marks slightly impacts the coin's value, but what really matters is the metal composition and any minting errors. The reason this penny is also called the Abraham Lincoln penny is simple. It features the iconic portrait of the 16th U.S. President, Abraham Lincoln. This design, introduced in 1909, has made the Lincoln penny one of the most recognizable coins in the world. The Abraham Lincoln penny of 1944 is an important part of American history and a reminder of the sacrifices made during World War II. But let's get to the part you've been waiting for, the jaw-dropping value. Here's where things get really interesting. In recent years, the 1944 Abraham Lincoln penny has become a holy grail for coin collectors, especially those era coins that were mistakenly struck in steel instead of copper. In fact, one of these rare 1944 steel pennies sold for an astonishing $2.2 million at auction. Yes, you heard that right, $2.2 million for a penny. Why? Because these coins are so rare that only a few examples are known to exist. The combination of a wartime era, historical significance, and rarity makes these pennies worth a fortune. If you're lucky enough to have a 1944 steel penny or an era coin with unusual features, such as doubling or a misstrike, you could be sitting on a treasure worth millions. Now, how can you tell if your 1944 penny is one of these valuable treasures? There are a few key things to look for. Most 1944 pennies are made of copper, but if your penny is made of steel or has a silverish hue, you may have a rare coin. Check for the D, Denver, or S, San Francisco, mint marks. Certain mint mark errors, like double stamps, can also increase value. A standard copper penny weighs around 3.11 grams, while a steel penny is slightly lighter at 2.7 grams. You can use a small scale to check this at home. Look for any signs of doubling on the numbers or letters, misaligned images, or off-center strikes. These minting errors can significantly increase a penny's value. So, what's the current market value of the 1944 Abraham Lincoln penny? While the common 1944 copper pennies are only worth a few cents to a few dollars, the rare steel pennies and era coins can range from tens of thousands to millions of dollars. Today, collectors are willing to pay extraordinary sums for these rare pennies. Auctions have seen prices soaring into the millions, and private collectors continue to drive up the demand for these unique pieces of history. With the right coin, you could potentially walk away with a payday in the millions, just like that $2.2 million sale we mentioned earlier. Imagine having a coin in your pocket or tucked away in a drawer worth millions. The 1944 Abraham Lincoln penny represents more than just monetary value. It's a piece of American history, a symbol of wartime sacrifice, and a rare gem in the world of coin collecting. So, the next time you come across a 1944 penny, check it carefully. You might just discover a treasure worth $2.2 million or more. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future coin collecting treasures. Do you have any rare coins? Share your story in the comments below, and as always, happy hunting! Today we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1935 Abraham Lincoln penny from the United States of America, a rare find that's making headlines for its incredible value and history. The year was 1935. The United States was slowly climbing out of the Great Depression. During this time, the U.S. Mint continued to produce its famous 1-cent coins, also known as the Lincoln pennies. These pennies featured the profile of one of America's greatest presidents, Abraham Lincoln, and they were designed by the renowned sculptor Victor David Brenner, whose initials VDB can be seen on some versions of the coin. The 1935 Lincoln penny is part of the Wheat Penny series, which was minted from 1909 to 1958. This penny, in particular, stands out not just for its historical significance but for its scarcity in certain conditions, especially when it comes to pennies minted at specific locations. Most 1935 pennies were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, meaning these coins don't have a mint mark. However, some were struck at other mints, which makes those versions particularly valuable. Collectors are often on the lookout for the mint marks like D4 Denver and S4 San Francisco. Now, let's talk about the coin that's getting a lot of buzz lately, the 1935 Abraham Lincoln penny, sometimes referred to with the unusual Abraham marking. This penny, despite its common look, has achieved mythic status in certain coin collecting circles. While the details surrounding the Abraham marking remain a mystery to many, some experts believe it's linked to rare misprints or variations in the minting process. Believe it or not, there's a rumor circulating that a 1935 Abraham Lincoln penny, under specific conditions, could be worth up to $12 million. That's right, $12 million! But how could a small copper coin possibly fetch such a mind-boggling price? It all comes down to a few key factors: rarity, condition, and historical significance. First, coins with rare mint marks or unique variations like the supposed Abraham print are highly sought after by collectors. Secondly, the grade or condition of the coin is crucial. Uncirculated or mint-condition pennies from 1935 can fetch much higher prices than those that have been heavily circulated. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. If you happen to come across a 1935 penny in mint condition, with no scratches, wear, or discoloration, it could be worth thousands or even millions. So how did this particular penny skyrocket to the eye-popping $12 million price tag? Well, like any valuable collectible, its worth is determined by what collectors are willing to pay. Some speculate that the historical significance of this coin, combined with its rarity and pristine condition, has driven collectors to bid sky-high amounts in auctions. But where does the market value of this 1935 penny stand today? While it's true that one penny may be valued at $12 million, not every 1935 penny is worth that much. In fact, the current market for a 1935 penny in average condition might range anywhere from 20 cents to $1.50. However, If you have one that's uncirculated or has a unique error, such as a double die or off-center strike, its value could soar into the tens of thousands or more. Recent auctions have seen 1935 Lincoln pennies in superb condition selling for as much as $10,000 to $20,000, with one very special penny rumored to have been privately sold for a jaw-dropping $12 million. So, what should you do if you find a 1935 Lincoln penny? First, check the condition. If it looks pristine, with no major signs of wear, you might have a valuable piece of history in your hands. Next, get the coin professionally graded and authenticated by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. This will help determine its true value. Who knows? That old penny in your pocket or hidden in a jar at home might just be worth a fortune. Whether it's a $12 million discovery or just a few $1,000s, the 1935 Lincoln penny proves that even the smallest treasures can hold untold value. So, keep your eyes open, and happy hunting, fellow collectors. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1935 Lincoln penny and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating coin stories. And remember, sometimes the smallest things can hold the biggest surprises. This script builds suspense around the potential value of the 1935 Abraham Lincoln penny, engages viewers with historical facts, and keeps them intrigued with the possibility that they might possess a valuable coin. Today, yes, you heard that right. Stick around as we dive deep into the incredible history, minting details, and value of this rare coin. This is a video you won't want to miss if you're a collector or someone curious about treasures hidden in your pocket change. Let's take a trip back in time to 1925, a year filled with post-war optimism and industrial growth in America. But it was also a time of economic uncertainty for many. While Calvin Coolidge was president, the U.S. Mint was busy producing millions of coins, including the iconic Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, was designed by Victor David Brenner. This penny was special because it was the first U.S. coin to feature a portrait of a real person, the beloved 16th President, Abraham Lincoln. The design was intended to honor his legacy as the great emancipator and one of America's most cherished leaders. Now, fast forward to 1925. This year's Lincoln penny had no special markings or design changes, but today, it holds an extraordinary value, thanks to its rarity and condition. Most of these coins were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which didn't use a mint mark, but some were produced at other mints, like the Denver and San Francisco mints, each with unique characteristics. What makes the 1925 Lincoln penny stand out from other years? Let's break it down. This penny features the classic portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, front side. On the reverse, back, you'll find the words 1 cent and United States of America, flanked by 2 wheat stalks, giving it the nickname Wheat Penny. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The mint mark on this penny, which could be an S for San Francisco, D for Denver, or no mark for Philadelphia, plays a huge role in determining the coin's rarity and value. Coins from the San Francisco and Denver mints tend to be much rarer in high grades than those from Philadelphia. For example, a well-preserved 1925 D penny can command huge sums, as very few survived in top condition. But the ultimate prize comes from a unique discovery, a mint-condition 1925 penny with a pristine strike, flawless luster, and eye appeal. These are the coins that can reach the stratosphere in terms of value. Now, let's get to the juicy part, the $94 million dollar penny. You might be asking, how can a single penny be worth that much? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and the wild world of coin auctions. In recent years, rare pennies have shattered records at auctions. The value of a coin can skyrocket if it's one of a kind, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these treasures. While a typical 1925 Lincoln penny in average condition might be worth only a few cents to a few $100s, an ultra-rare specimen, graded as near-perfect by professional grading services, could fetch astronomical prices. The combination of historical significance, demand from collectors, and pristine condition has led to rumors that a perfect 1925 Lincoln penny could one day sell for as much as $94 million. While there's no confirmed sale at this price yet, the potential is certainly there, especially if the coin is one of the finest known examples in the world. So, what exactly determines whether your 1925 Lincoln penny is worth a fortune or just pocket change? Several factors come into play. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. The closer a coin is to being mint state, a perfect grade of 70, the more valuable it is. Even minor wear can significantly lower the coin's value. Fewer coins minted at certain locations, such as Denver and San Francisco, are known to exist in higher grades. If your 1925 penny was struck at these mints and is in excellent condition, it could be extremely valuable. Coins with minting errors, like double strikes, off-center designs, or wrong metal compositions, are highly sought after by collectors. Some rare error pennies have sold for thousands of dollars. As a nearly 100-year-old coin, the 1925 penny has historical value. Collectors love coins with rich backstories, and the Lincoln cent is no exception. With its ties to a pivotal period in American history, this coin holds a special place in the hearts of many. Okay, so we've talked about the possibility of a 1925 Lincoln penny being worth $94 million, but what's the current market value? As of now, the majority of 1925 pennies are worth between 50 cents and $5 in circulated condition. However, if your coin is in mint or near mint condition, its value could range anywhere from $100 to thousands of dollars. For those rare pennies in pristine, untouched condition, the sky's the limit. A penny graded as MS65 or higher has the potential to sell for tens of thousands, even millions, depending on demand at auction. In fact, the top-known 1925 Lincoln cent sold for over $30,000. Who knows? If your 1925 penny is the finest of them all, we could one day see it break the $94 million barrier. Do you have a 1925 Lincoln penny lying around? Go check your change jar, coin collection, or old piggy bank, because you might be holding a piece of history worth big money. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on rare coins and hidden treasures. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! This script should capture the attention of coin enthusiasts and casual viewers alike, emphasizing the potential value of the 1925 penny while weaving in historical context and a sense of excitement.